Let's move on to our consent agenda action items, payment of bills. And we also have approval of minutes in your packet, walk-in packet tonight, walk-in agenda items. You had changes to the consent agenda on 2 meetings and a revised motion for the action taken. So do I have a motion?
Are we gonna have a, oh,
Yeah.
motion on
Resolved that the Board of Education, Township High School District 208, Cook County, Illinois hereby takes the following action on the listed consent agenda items. A, approves payment of the bills as presented and listed in section Roman numeral 6, capital A. B, approves minutes from meetings held on March 13 and 27, 2012, open and closed as amended.
Have a second?
Second.
Second by Tim Walsh. Any discussion? Let's start with bills first.
There was a question regarding some payments to some coaches for the solo ensembles that were done. We brought in actually 5 coaches. We paid 4 of them this month. There's 1 more coming next month. And this has been done historically over the years here. They bring in someone who works with, for example, one coach will work with all the clarinet players, and one person will work with all the flute players or the saxophone players. And they help them get ready for this competition. It's an IHSA competition. And they were each paid, you know, a small amount of money for that. There was also a question about their whether they've been cleared. We have criminal background checks on all of them on file.
Okay. Any other questions on bills?
I just have
The other
one.
part of the question I asked that is, don't we have to approve every coach that we use at the school? That was why I was surprised to read it.
Yeah, I don't know.
I thought our board policy says we have to approve all coaches.
What I'm wondering is if this is more, verbiage is more as it is a purchase service.
It is. They're not employees, so they're not being.
Okay.
You know, they're being paid as outside.
That's fine.
These are people who give private lessons, and the students pay for that, but they come in here and do this.
That's fair
So we want to make sure is in our documentation in the accounting is that it's more of a purchase service than coach. Because a coach is technically an employee.
Got it. Thank you.
All right. Any other questions on bills?
I had one.
What page?
Tim, this was from the report that we got early. So it says page 1 on top, but it may have changed by the end of the month. So it was for the tables for testing, and I'm just curious, why would a new building, you know, it's kind of a high bill. Why do we need all tables for testing?
Can I answer that?
Pam, you can answer that.
Yeah, that would be for the practice ACT tests, where we do several of those so that the juniors have practiced before the Prairie State ACT that's going to count for the colleges. So we get them all together so that they can be proctored and monitored all in one space. And so it's the only space we can do it without disrupting, because the rest of school is going on and all the other kids are in their other classes, so we can't pull in desks from other classrooms.
And we don't have like enough of our
Not
own?
enough
Okay.
for close to 400 students.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Any other questions on bills? All right, let's go to minutes now. Any questions on bills? I mean, on minutes?
For the minutes, are we voting on them
As
with all the
amended.
changes
As
that are in
amended.
here?
With the green, your walk-in packet 2 had changes.
I do have a question about it, since I wasn't at the last meeting.
Okay.
I would abstain from accepting the meeting minutes as published, because I wasn't there.
Okay. You can note that, or we can make a separate vote on that. Any other questions on minutes?
Yeah, I'm still unclear. So the consent agenda, there's only these few items here, but there are many.
Shows where the changes were made.
She showed what the changes are.
Yeah.
And Laura, in the summary, Mary Ann showed what changes she's making to the last draft we saw. And then she also attached the pages that she made changes to in case you want to see them in context.
Yeah, so what I don't know, because this is here when we got here, so I read everything in track changes that we received in our packet,
Right.
Mary Ann. So is everything that we received in our packet on the green paper?
No, just the additional.
Yes.
Is there additional?
Just the
two
additional,
changes.
but
Yeah.
nothing that was changed in track changes here was eliminated to be voted on? Okay.
These are additional changes to the last set you got. Right, Mary
Green
Ann?
are changes in addition to the track changes here?
Yes.
More
Yes.
changes?
Yes.
Yes.
That's why they gave you the page number. Any other question on minutes? Okay, Mary Ann?
Mr. Gritchen?
Aye.
Ms. Suska?
I abstain.
Dr. King?
Yes.
Mr. Moon?
Abstain.
Mr. Walsh?
Yes.
Mr. Welch?
Yes.
Mr. Cindy?
Yes.